One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. On the return, here's Edmonds. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. First down, it's Rudolph. Out left side here to Bryant. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing! No, check! Patriot! Gone! Detroit!
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Penny will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Target.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tiger. Richmond. 2-jet. Come back.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2-jet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come back.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rudolph on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Rudolph. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
Now Rudolph on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Gun! Watching that, Barney!
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And Nelson's got it here right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Henry. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So, partner, how about that play? Left hash, toss left so you don't have as much room to get to the boundary. And I know he wanted to get upfield fast, but the defense had that play diagnosed perfectly right from the start. A loss of yardage resulted.
Reset. Tiger.
Here's Watson. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff to Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come back. Hey. Richmond. Tiger. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. From the red zone now, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Richmond.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. Returnable here for Davis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Reset, reset, reset.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come back. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Here's Rudolph now on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. third down. Penny. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Watson now to throw. And he's got Moncrief. Dante Moncrief. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap for Rudolph.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man right side is Ingram. Back now in Cincinnati. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Tiger. Richmond.
Here's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Tiger.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Come back.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The pitch goes to Penny. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. You got pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Come back. Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come back. Richmond. Come back.
Watson on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the kick here is good. So add 3.